And we're back. So
we've got just under 1 minute until tip-off time. Both teams doing their final team discussions.
So the Falcons have had a bit of a struggle the last couple of games. They've gone down in two very, very close games along the way.
Yeah, so hoping to come out on top this time just for a change. They're wearing yellow today, not the usual green.
Andrew, how did the Falcons go last night at Another Wedding?
I wasn't there, mate.
I mean...
Oh, that Andrew.
The youth league?
Yeah.
There's two Andrews here.
I actually didn't catch that score, so I'm not quite certain. But certainly the first two games in round one, it was...
they were very close, especially, that the game we did against Dandenong.
Yep.
Like the 2-point loss.
Yep.
That was a game that they should have won, but, with how things turned out with Michael Wayne doing his thing. But we'll see how they go today against a very good team.
Starting for Waverley today, we've got Lachlan Anthony, Nathan Guscott, Dan Quani, Michael Hatherley and Emmanuel Marlowe as tip-off is about to get underway.
Yep. So we have the guard for the Tigers, number 20, Jutha Angeles. One of the shortest guys on the floor right now.
Very small guy.
I think he might be very quick. The disadvantage is Michael Hatherley might have to put him in the post.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting battle.
So Malou for the 3, misses. Offensive rebound by Denkwani, kicks it out to Nathan Gasket, and Gasket for the opening 3 of the game. So we have Angeles bringing it up, passes over to Sam. So we have a foul on the floor call.
There's an off-ball foul called Nathan Guscott, just being a bit aggressive on the post. He's trying to fight off Thomas Chambers.
Tom's a very, very smart player. He's also an incredibly good distributor of the ball.
Yes, indeed. So Tigers still swinging the ball to Sam. Sam up top, directing the offense, and Angela is down low, driving and ditching. And so the Tigers score their first bucket through number 9, who we don't have on the score sheet right now, but we'll get him soon.
Just watching Angelos, you can see he's got an obvious height and size disadvantage, but you can just see that he just keeps moving. So we'll see if he can maintain that stamina and speed throughout the game, and if so,
yes, sir,
that's why he's here.
So, Daniel, the answer to your question about Falcons and Nunawading is that unfortunately the Falcons went down. Looks like...
the final score was 95-82.
Yeah, so Coach Eric Manuva, it's not the start to the season that he's used to, and certainly not the one that he wants.
Yeah, as the season progresses, the Falcons will do better. So there goes Remo once again with the pull-up up top.
A nice closeout though by Dan Kwani, just unfortunate.
Dan Kwani knows who Remo is, especially in that competition ran by Sedell Threat.
Sam McDonald bring the ball to the floor. They're going to slow it down, just reset their play here.
Yep. So the on ball, Remo going to the rack, picks up his dribble, passes once again. And so Angela is spinning and passing off. With 3 seconds, Remo shoots it, misses. Michael Hatherley with the rebound.
But then again, you saw Tom Chambers directing traffic there, and that's his strength. That's the real thing that he brings to this
to the table.
Team. Yeah.
Then Kwani misses his first shot. Sam driving and kicking to Angeles. Angeles looking to run the offense through Remo as he directs. Sam. We got to find out who number 9 is.
I think number 9 is Rory Killen. He's just looking over at the bench. There is no 35.
Okay.
So that could be a possibility.
Okay.
But we'll definitely suss that one out and find out.
Malou working behind the back. Denkwani. Multiple dribbles. Goes in the paint and kicks it to Nathan. Nathan driving with and so as Remo was stepping inbound, he came from outside the court, and so it's Tigers ball. Waverley ball. We'll have Lachlan Anthony inbounding to Malou. Malou passes back to Hatherley. And We have the 3-point shot by Anthony, misses. Thomas to Angeles. Angeles back to Remo. Remo using the on ball by Rory. Going to the rack. And he scores.
It's a nice finish by Remo.
As I said at the start of the game, that he's the leading scorer and he looks to penetrate the offense.
Yeah, you can see that exactly happening.
And indeed, Denkwani answering back with a very tough layup. The Tigers are very calm on the offensive end, as you can tell. DK with the defensive rebound.
It's a nice block by Marlowe there too.
Yep. Lachlan Anthony. Nathan Gascott loses the handle. Back up. Hathaway going to the rack. And is fouled by number 5, Thomas Chambers. So Eric Minerve, the Waverley coach, does the usual routine of calling a timeout early in the game to let his Falcons know what's going on. And we'll be back shortly after these quick messages. Thank you very much.
Number 23 is Lockie.
Welcome back now to this game. Timeout's just finished now. We've got a few number changes today in this game. Number 9 for Melbourne Tigers, we weren't sure about. It's actually Daniel Sutcliffe, with number 11 being Alex Bazikian, sorry. And Waverley changes. Lachlan Anthony's playing number 23, not 13. Bowlback is playing number 21. And David Kinkellia is playing number 41.
That's Daniel Kinkellia.
Yep.
We have 2 DKs on the
2
Falcons.
DKs?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
And helping us out on camera tonight, this afternoon, and doing court duty are the under 14 Sixers. So well done, boys.
Hathaway comes up short of the line, and he'll have one more to come. So Michael converts his second, and Sam McDonald up top once again. So Daniel Sutcliffe with the mid-range. Tigers lead by 4, 10-6. Hathaway going to the rack. Passes out to a bad pass. That would be a cross court.
Bit of confusion there from Waverley in the offensive game.
Yep. Thomas Chambers passing around to Sutcliffe, Sam McDonald, and Angeles for the 3. Misses.
Just pushing the back calls there for Melbourne Tigers.
That was Daniel.
That was Daniel Sutcliffe. Substitution, first appearance for Abe Kaplangian, an old friend of mine, and Sam McDonald comes off.
So we're going to call him A.B. Kaplan.
A.B. Kaplan,
Yeah.
to make it a bit easy for us.
It's a bit too much for us to say
that
right now.
last name, Kaplan,
Yep.
yeah, it's going to pose a threat.
DK to the rack. Blocking foul will be called on number 14. That was number 9, my bad. Daniel Sutcliffe with the second personal foul. And subbing in for the Tigers is... who's number 34 for the Tigers? We don't have him on the paper, but we'll correct that.
And that was Sutcliffe coming out of the game as DK
Knocks down
Dan
his first.
Kwani makes his first one.
Yep. Michael Hathaway with the steal. And the kick ball by Angeles. And it is Falcons ball. So Dan Kwani will be replaced by Kerr Awal, number 33, and Lachlan Anthony is replaced by Gilgis Dow, who is number 31. Falcons will inbound. So they got control. Kerr Awal up top, Malou for 3, misses. The defensive rebound goes to 34. Interception by Malou, and it's Tigers ball. Angeles curling, coming back around, setting the back pick. And so Remo down low. He's blocked by Malou. Hathaway with the rebound, going all the way. And so it will be side ball. Justin Angeles with the personal foul. That will be his first.
It was called a side ball at first, but refs changed their mind to 2 shots. And that first one goes in nicely.
And the reason they changed their mind is that the Tigers are in foul trouble now.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
So
Yep.
That was Abe Kaplan with a nice field goal there. Just an outside 2. Specialising those jump shot savers.
Malou going to the rack. Angeles with the defensive rebound, the Euro step, and the layup.
Again by Abe Kaplan, 2 baskets in a row for him.
Kaplan is playing good offense and also good defense. So Kerr Wall handling the ball to Nathan. Hathaway working up top. Passes to Malou for 3. Malou just misses.
Malou's struggling out on the outside at the moment. He's got to get some more inside baskets and find a way just to be a bit stronger in there. As Remo goes for baseline drives, draws a foul on Malou, sinks the basket, and will go to the free throw line through a 3-point opportunity.
and suddenly what was a very, very close game is kicked out again. Now we're looking at a 7-point, potentially 9-point difference in the space of about 45 seconds.
Absolutely. It's Tigers with that boost of energy. And Remo does capitalise on that 3-point play, stretching the margin to 8 points.
He's just a fundamental scorer, that's what he is. So Nathan passes out to Michael for 3, misses, and that will be a violation. Has he hit the top of the backboard?
3-point plays, 3-point field goal is really not falling right now for the Falcons. As Lachlan Anthony comes back in, subbing out Haverley.
Also DK, who replaces Malou. Basically, what most coaches say, if your 3 points aren't going in, normally go to the rack. And the Falcons are not looking to drive; they're just forcing up shots.
Yeah, and when they are driving, the Tigers defense just getting in their way one step too fast.
Yep.
Just can't get that good
Angeles
shot off.
crosses back to Remo. Remo with the floater. Gilgis with the rebound.
That's a nice board there.
Tigers dropping back into a 2-3 zone.
They're doing a bit of everything on the defensive end. They're manning up, they're zoning up. You know, Falcons don't really know what the defense is. So Sam Mack is back in the game. Inbound to Denkwani. Nathan Gasgard to Lachlan Anthony, who drives back, spins back. And Anthony for 3. Once again, the Falcons miss.
And another rebound for Chambers.
So Abby Kaplan with the ball to Sam Chambers. And Thomas Chambers. The drive and the foul on number 33, Kerr Awar.
It's 2 shots to Sam Mack. And that's 14 fouls, sorry.
Would that be on 33 or 24?
I didn't see whose foul that was on called, sorry.
Let's let it go. So Sam Mack with the first. Two for 2 at the line. Girgis for the Falcons will bring the ball up. Dribble handoff to Nathan. Curling to the basket, doesn't get it. Nathan Gaskai with the ball. 10 seconds. Denkwani with the pull-up. Once again, Thomas Chambers with the defensive rebound.
Ab Kaplan really pushing this ball. Looks for the kick out to Sam Mack for the corner 3. Just deflected by the Falcons, so Tigers go for an inbound pass.
Tigers maintain possession. They will inbound. So to Sam Mack once again. The on ball by Sam. Uses it properly. Picks up his dribble. Passes out to Thomas. In the paint. Girgis with the rebound. Looks to kick it ahead. Lockie. Yes. It's a ball, and DK with the mid-range at the top of the 5th line.
Bit of a messy play there, but I think Falcons just got the advantage in the end. Just a bit of luck involved there, just getting back into this game.
So they roll to the basket by the big man and gets an easy layup.
Once again, driving dish by the Tigers. Proving a lot more effective than the Falcons outside the game right now.
DK with a spin, the kick out to Kerr. Then Kwani with good hustle by Thomas. Sam with the ball, kicks it ahead to Abby. Abby Kaplan will go to the line for 2. Foul on Lachlan Anthony, number 23 for the Falcons.
Just back there and Thomas Chambers on the floor. What's the rule there for travelling? Because his feet didn't move, but he's kind of shuffling on the ground there.
Well,
so can they get up with the ball in their hands?
No.
You know,
no, the rule has changed ever so slightly. So it used to be that you couldn't move your feet, so therefore you couldn't roll at all. But that rule has changed ever so slightly. So it basically becomes a travel when they start to get to their feet.
Okay.
And for the refs out there that who I've just given a very bad explanation of that change rule, I apologise, but
no problem. So Tigers decide to press, and it does work out for them. So Falcons with the turnover.
Very fast steal, a very bad time for the Falcons.
Yep. So they got 20 seconds. Thomas Chambers up top with the ball, guarded by Kerr.
Not sure Chambers is the guy that won up there at the top.
Oh, well, he spent
good steal by Kerr. That's a great defense right there. Girgis will finish. He doesn't, misses the layup.
Good
with
by
4
Sam
seconds.
Mack.
Sam Mack with the 3. Misses. And rebound will go to Nathan Gasket.
That's quarter time.
Yep. So that will be the end of our first quarter. It is a 11-point deficit. My bad, it's a 10-point deficit, right?
No, it's 11 points.
11 points.
Waverley Falcons are at 11 points. Melbourne Tigers 22 points. We'll go with a short break now. We'll come right back to you with some second quarter action.
Yep.
Welcome back to some second quarter action starting in 32 seconds. Just looking at the first quarter stats, some obvious numbers working in the favour of Melbourne Tigers. Melbourne Tigers' field goal percentage is at 60%, whereas Waverley Falcons just at 20%. Only one-fifth of their shots are sinking in the basket, with those including 1 of 7 3-pointers. Again, in the assist numbers, there's 7 assists going the way of Melbourne Tigers, only 1 assist from Waverley Falcons, and 6 turnovers for the Falcons with 3 for Melbourne Tigers.
And also, one of the major stats is the points in the paint. The Melbourne Tigers have had 8 points in the paint compared to the Falcons, who had 2. And most of the Falcons' numbers have come from the free throw line, where Michael Hathaway had 2 and Denkwani had 4. And that's about it for the first half, for the first quarter stats. And we'll continue on with the second quarter as the game progresses.
We've got Abe Kaplan running the show now for Tigers. Some strong elbow screens there as Sam Mack goes for the drive, draws the foul, but he passed it out. So that will be a baseline ball.
Foul is on 23, Lachlan Anthony.
Shot clock reset, they can play their position again.
Basically what the Tigers are doing is just moving the ball and going through their offense. As the foul was on Denkwani, number 24.
Except for that foul, the Falcons' defense just looking a little bit tighter, making it a lot more difficult for the Tigers to really penetrate that basket. The substitutions called for Melbourne Tigers. Sam Mack checks out, and Angelas checks back in. Our short, fast point guard for Melbourne Tigers. Abe Catlin for the three-pointer.
Misses
That's an air ball.
So the good hustle by Malou with the rebound. DK with the in and out behind the back, he got tripped. So Abby lay it up.
Good finish by Abe. Falcons were not happy with that call. I thought there was a foul involved there. And it was a bit of a hard fall, but refs saw nothing into it.
Yeah, it looked like he tripped over his own feet.
Might have been the case. Offensive foul call on Emmanuel Marlou, who's not happy with that call. It's now 13 points down for the Falcons.
And unfortunately for them, there are 3 fouls in the first minute. So it's not something which Eric will be very pleased with at all.
And so does not look very pleased either on that bench.
Abe with the drive, the pull-up by the big nine.
Again with a drive and dish there by Tigers, really a weapon in their arsenal that Falcons can't seem to defend at this point in time, as Lachlan Anthony goes to draw the foul and will have 2 shots. The foul is on Van Merben of the Melbourne Tigers. That's his first personal. makes the first free throw. And we can see, looking at Waverley bench, that Nathan Guscott is looking to check back into this game. It's 2 for 2 from Lachlan Anthony, as he's Dan Quiney checking out of the game for Guscott. Again, Angela's running this show for the Melbourne Tigers, just trying to organise the play. Switches the play. And Angela's, even for a small guy, still seeing those nice screens on the big guys inside. Just letting some of those outside players for Tigers be a little more open.
And once again, man, the Tigers are still able to run the offense to the last second on the shot clock.
Abe Kaplan with a 3-pointer there.
That was a long two.
It was a long two, was it?
Yep.
After the air ball before in that 3, you wouldn't have thought he'd make something like that, but he did.
Yep.
But Lachlan Anthony able to answer back straight away with an extra point as he sinks the 3-pointer. Offensive foul called is number 34.
We don't have him yet.
No, haven't gone yet. Big boy down there. He's called for the moving screen. Not a lot of complaint there. I think it was quite clear.
Coaches and the players have still not adjusted to the way that the guys have been asked to ref this season.
Lockie is 2 for 2 from the 3 since the start of the second.
What changes that, Andrew?
Oh, the Big V has released a points of emphasis video, which most of the players should be watching, actually, as well as the coaches. They should have a look at it. But they've definitely been asked to tighten up on the hand checks and the illegal body fouls as well. So, and that's what you see happening. Certainly last week you saw that happening, as well as down in the tournament as well.
Abe Kaplan inside on the fast break, passes it off to Thomas Chambers, the big man downstairs. And this really is not looking good for the Waverley Falcons. But that's some good hustle by Emmanuel Marlowe, who draws the foul inside after the offensive rebounds, and he'll go to the line. At 12 points down, these are some free throws at the top that the Falcons really need at this point in time.
Falcons are not really taking advantage of their size on the floor at the moment.
Not at all. And there is quite a big size advantage.
And also athleticism.
Just looking at those total assist numbers for both teams, all you can really see is that Tigers were really handing off the ball better and it's working out for them. So something that the Falcons could employ is just a little more teamwork, a little more of that drive and dish game just to get inside. Again, Abe Kaplan outside with a 3, shooting some massive baskets here for the Melbourne Tigers.
King Keller with the offensive rebound, puts it back, misses the layup. Chambers with the kick ahead to Remo, gets it back, and it's blocked by King Keller.
That is one problem with being a short man on the floor at this quality of game. Chances of getting blocked are obviously a lot higher.
You got to utilize the pump fake in his game.
Yeah, and just capitalising that speed. Abe Kaplan is open again for a shot. A bit unclear why as to why Falcons aren't really watching him a little more closely, but they're lucky as the foul's called, and they'll regain possession.
Remo with the foul.
His first personal foul.
That'll be his first personal foul. Anthony driving.
So the Falcons in bonus now, as that foul brings up the Melbourne Tigers 5th. So, and again, there's over half of the period to go. So it looks like it will be a very long quarter as a timeout is taken, and we'll take a timeout as well.
And welcome back to this second quarter action. There's 5 minutes, 23 seconds left in the second quarter. As the score stands, Melbourne Tigers 33, Waverley Falcons 20. But they've got a chance to reduce this deficit as Lachlan Anthony is at the free throw line for 2 shots. Makes the first one. Two for 2 at the free throw line. It's the first appearance for Josh Tang of the Melbourne Tigers. It's another small player for the Tigers, but obviously they've got some speed advantages, as you'd hope if they've got some disadvantages in height.
Good hustle by BK, Daniel Kinkella.
It's a nice block.
Hathaway spinning, going all the way, but he's called for trouble. Another turnover by the Falcons.
Yeah, Tom Chambers is probably about 85% where he wants to be at the moment. He's coming back off a year off for injury. He got injured in the final of the tournament last year.
There's one more block for Daniel Kinkella, his second one, as Josh Tang nails his first score of the game, and it's a 3-point field goal.
The margin just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Some good hustle on the floor by both teams, but it goes in the way of Falcons.
As it was called as a kickball by the official, by Josh Tang, showing his hustle skills out here on the floor.
Just looking on the floor, I think in every matchup, the Falcons have got a height advantage.
Hathaway with the floater. Another trouble.
Just thought it was 120 steps there for Michael Hathaway. As Angela starts pulling out some plays, being a bit more vocal.
So the putback by number 9, Daniel Sutcliffe.
Bit of a lucky roll there, but it paid off as Marlu gets the ball again, step back jumper, and is able to make it. That's more than Marlu that the Falcons need to see if they want to get back into this game.
Remo kick into Josh. And Josh Tang we got 6 coming into the second quarter.
It's fast 2 3-pointers. Really some good scoring off the bench there for Melbourne Tigers.
Yep. Kinkella up top. Over to Nathan. Malu with another step back once again.
It's a very nice finish by Malu over Remo.
And he's talking to Remo saying, you can't guard me, you know. as they're the two scorers for both teams.
Absolutely, but he's remembered the ball again, and he tries to take on Marlu.
Marlu with the good defense, he affected the shot. Once again, the three misses.
Lachlan Anthony that was.
Josh Tang driving, resets, pulls it out, and kicks it to Thomas. So Angeles with the ball, passes over to Sutcliffe. Josh Tang once again with the floater, misses, rebound to Malou.
It's a good ball by Marlu, nice and strong, as we have Hadley again carrying the ball for the Waverley Falcons. Just over 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Malou for the three.
That's a 3-point field goal for Marlu, and that's a fast 7 points for him.
That's what they need to do. They just got to work the offense through Emmanuel Malou and make Remo play defense. Usually good scorers don't have good defense as it goes back down. Remo for two. Halfway passes to Lucky. In the post is Emmanuel. Jab left, spinning, fading, and he'll shoot two. So fouls on number 5, Thomas Chambers, and Emmanuel Malou will go to the line.
Substitutions for both teams.
Yeah, so we have now 21 Ball Buck coming in for Lachlan Anthony.
It's his first appearance for the game.
And DK will replace DK.
That's Delquani for Daniel Keller. Marlu can't capitalise on that first free throw. Or the second.
Misses both, and it is Tigers ball. We have 1:30 remaining. Josh Tang up top, guarded by Ball Buck, who just checked in. Good defense. Over to Josh Chambers, to Remo. Good show by Denkwani, gets back to his man. Chambers with the mid-range, and it goes in.
It's a nice find by Josh Chang, who was looking at the 3-point field goal, but it was a bit contested. Just found a better option with
Athlete driving, stolen. Josh Tang going to the rack. It is blocked by Nathan, rebounded by Josh Tang. Back to Thomas Chambers, using the on ball by the big man. He'll hesitate. Ball Buck looking for the steal, doesn't get it. The steal. Denkwani. It is stolen from him by good hustle by Thomas Chambers, and it is jump ball. It will be Waverley Falcons ball. Good hustle, good defense by both teams, but it turns out to be
it was good hustle, but I would have thought that the Falcons could have just controlled that ball a bit better, and it could have been an easy layup. Then again, the Tigers did post some strong pressure.
I don't think the Tigers were thinking layup because they had Denkwani and Ball Buck who could jump over the square, so they were thinking Duck has, so it is, Falcons ball. So guys that like to dunk the ball, they think of dunking before they even have control of the ball.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Basically, that was the reason they turned it over.
They stalled a bit too fast. It's an offensive screen called against Nathan Gusco. He's not impressed with that call, and to be honest, I didn't see a lot in that. I think it was just a bit of a nice flop out there by Thomas Chambers, just trying to draw that foul. Could be wrong, but from my angle, there wasn't a lot of contact in that.
Indeed. Great defense. And another foul on Nathan.
His third personal foul now, so he's just going to check out the game, save him for a bit later as Lachlan Anthony steps back in. Foul trouble for Waverley Falcons, so that'll be a 2 free throw opportunity for Thomas Chambers.
So Chambers just extends the lead, 46 to 29. with just about 18 seconds.
Should be the last possession of the game. Look for one more shot. They can play smart. Marlou sets the screen. And they turn to Marlou again. He's got 6 seconds left. Puts up a 3 and drains it.
So
0.5 seconds left on the clock. Not a lot of point here, but just reeling it through. That'll be the end of the second quarter and the end of the first half. We'll take a break now and we'll see you again shortly.
Okay, and we're coming back into the second half of the game. 2 minutes to go.
Score stands at Waverley Falcons 32, Melbourne Tigers 47.
And some of the notable stats there, Andrew.
Just looking at it, we can see some of the top scorers for the Waverley Falcons. We've got Marlu's got 4 from 9, 44% free throw percentage, 44% field goal percentage. 3 assists going to the direction of Michael Hatherley. Not a lot of action from the Waverley bench, to be honest. No noticeable figures standing out from there.
Whereas for the Tigers, we've got a much more rounded effort.
Tigers is a bit different. They've got 19 from 34 from the field goal. That's 56%, opposed to Waverley's 39%. Some great scoring from Rory Killen. Number 9's got 4 from 5, along with Abe Kaplan. He's got 5 from 7, including a three-pointer. 2 3-pointers to Josh Tang off the bench from Melbourne Tigers. Also 2 for 2 is Daniel Sutcliffe off the bench as well for Melbourne Tigers. Looking at the rebound numbers, total rebounds for Melbourne Tigers is at 15 to the 11 for Waverley Falcons. Assist numbers really stand out in this game. Melbourne Tigers at 14, Waverley Falcons just at 5. So an obvious place to work on for the Waverley Falcons. Turnovers as well is a bit sticky for the Falcons. They've got 13 turnovers in the first half. That's really not a good number. Opposed to Melbourne Tigers, only got 5 turnovers. Looking at the block numbers though, Falcons have got 6 blocks to 0 blocks for the Melbourne Tigers. Most of those going in direction 3 blocks to Emmanuel Marlu and 2 to Daniel Kinkilla. So two big men for the Falcons, really playing a good price. Second half is about to begin now. And I think both teams will head back to their starting 5.
And we were hoping that Daniel could bring us an interview with Matt McCarthy, the dynamic centre from Waverley that's sitting out today. But maybe he can update us on why Matthew is not suited up.
So Falcons have gone back to their starting 5.
So we might be able to bring you that interview at the end of the game there. Did you manage to find out why Matt's not on the court today there, Daniel?
Yeah, he's currently injured, but he'll tell us more about his injury later on.
Fantastic. So
third quarter begins.
So the steal by Waverley. Kick ahead to Denkwani.
Fast break
with
layup.
a Euro step, misses. And his foul by...
Foul's called on Daniel Sutcliffe.
Yep.
Again, was not happy with that call. Some good aggression just in that very first play by Waverley Falcons. And to be honest, they really needed it. As substitution comes in, Sutcliffe sits out because he's got 3 fouls already. And checking in for the game is number 34. Good free throws by Denkwani. Score is 34-47 as Tigers having the show run again by Angelas. And they find Sam McIntyre, kicks out to Remo, who can't capitalise on that field goal. Some good offense by Tigers, but defense was there as well. Tigers steal the ball, but it's a bit of a hustle on the floor. There's a jump ball is called. It will work out for the Falcons. So I know it'll work out for the Tigers. No, wait, Falcons it was. Falcons kicked the ball. It's going to be passed in by Lachlan Anthony for the baseline. Pass, kicks to Denkwani. A reset up top with Michael Hatherley. Again, the pull-up by Marlu. It was a very, very long two. Just just a half a foot inside the 3-point line. As Sam Mack runs the fast break, but it's stolen by Guscott, and the foul's called, number 34.
So the blocking foul will be called on
Angeles.
Angeles, number 20. That will be his second, I believe.
It was a good fake by Lachlan Anthony. Could have shot the 3-pointer, but just fakes it up and got a bit of a laneway inside. Passed it straight to Gianquani, who sinks that baseline jump shot. And this is a good start, second half by Falcons.
Sam McDonald dribbling and passing off to Angeles with 2 seconds. Blocking foul on Denkwani.
It was lucky too because the shot clock was really running thin.
Abe Kaplan will replace number 31.
Sam McDonald.
Yep, and also another. So that was only one sub, and Thomas will inbound. Kaplan into the post.
It's a nice finish there by Tom Chambers. I'm just amazed by this Angeles kid. He's just so small, build and height, but just keeps running, keeps moving, and he is really causing this Falcon defense a bit of strife.
Misses. Transition, big boy, lays it in, misses. Defensive rebound to Anthony. Anthony kicks ahead to Nathan. Nathan will try pull up, resets, passes to Hathley. Driving base, is lucky, and is fouled by Remo.
Remo just put his hand down at the end there. If his hands were straight up for the entire time, wouldn't have been a foul, would have been good defense. But just to the last second, just brought down his, I think it was his right arm, causing that foul to be called.
Jason Kappa has replaced Denkwani.
Anthony doing very well with his free throws so far. That was his fifth free throw for the game. Bit of a tongue twister there.
Yep.
Angeles to Remo. Remo always looking just for that little drive in. Couldn't get it that time. Just Abe Kaplan. Looks inside.
Jason Kappa with the steal. Has his, just checking the game.
Running the break. And a nice Elliott pass and finish by Marlou. Good teamwork there by Hadley and Marlou. You've got to be very in sync to kind of perform those kind of moves.
That's what Marlou has been looking for the whole game.
Yeah.
Now that he's got it, hopefully there's more to come.
Drive by Remo, couldn't finish it.
So Falcons have got it down to 9.
Single-digit deficit now. A definite improvement.
And with that stop, they've got a chance. Oh, overthrew the pass.
Bad pass by Guscott. Just did not read that properly.
Kaplan passes inside to Sutcliffe. Misses. Put back by Thomas.
That was a nice put back. It was just one hand, but excellent control. Wasn't tipped. It was more of a kind of half shot.
Just to cut you off, the Falcons are not really boxing out.
No.
As he drives, steal by, they get it back. Pass inside.
Lachlan Anthony for the
And
corner
lucky
three.
for the three.
Timeout called
Tigers.
by Melbourne Tigers.
No problem, guys. We'll be back shortly.
Welcome back. There's 6 minutes, 20 seconds left in this third quarter. Waverley Falcons really improved this half. Scores 51-43 in favour of the Tigers. But with this stretch coming back from the Falcons, that lead could soon change. It's a nice sight to see the Tower Boys for Waverley really getting into this background music. It's always good to have a bit of a jam and playing basketball, isn't it?
Yeah.
Play resumes. There's a big lift in tempo for Melbourne Tigers. Really playing at a faster pace, just coming back from this timeout. As Abe Kaplan shoots to long two.
Sutcliffe
Can't get
rebound.
it.
He's blocked by Malou.
That's a big
Malou
block.
gets the ball to Anthony. Anthony crossing, passing to Malou. The jab. Back to Nathan. Malou loads for the three. Why not? Misses. Rebound to Angeles. Angeles hesitating, driving and ditching. Remo goes up and scores.
It's a nice hesitation move there by Remo as well. Good passing by Melbourne Tigers. Again, those assist numbers just rising for them. As the Falcons numbers, they are improving this quarter. They're still
in the post, goes around, puts it up, that's the and one.
It's a nice post move. Misses the free throw, can't get it 3-point play. But they got the basket originally, which is always a plus.
Kaplan into Remo, spinning, going up and under. Malou says get that out of here. Nathan driving.
That's 5 blocks now for Marlou, really playing a big role in that defense for the Falcons. That big body in there.
Nathan Gasket. Hathaway spinning. Puts it up.
Draws the foul.
Angeles with the personal foul.
And the Falcons have really got to take advantage of this at the moment with the Melbourne Tigers in foul trouble, 5-1.
Just drawing those fouls, being a lot more aggressive coming into this after that timeout. As Michael Hadley makes his first free throw.
Girgis Dow has replaced Lachlan Anthony, has the Falcons substituted.
Jump ball called, so it works out for the Tigers, but really it was good hustle there by number 20 from Waverley Falcons. That would be Jason Kappa.
Yep.
It's not common you see a offensive rebound off a free throw.
Kaplan driving. Foul is on Jason. That was good defense. You know, I'd rather had the guy take 2 tough free throws and an easy layup.
Definitely a smart play. Obviously, it'd be better to not let him side at all, but once he's there, got a foul. It was a nice drive there by number 31 for the Falcons, but couldn't be managed by the Melbourne Tigers defense. He drew the foul. Substitutions coming in for Waverley Falcons, Daniel Kinkiller and Lachlan Anthony checking in for Kappa and Marlou.
So the youngest player on the Falcons bench at the line. What can you tell us about Gorgeous?
Well, that's just a nickname. You know, his game is gorgeous, and that's basically what it is. Heads of the line. He's a young boy out of Braybrook. We like to call it the project of Melbourne, and as we are all from that place, and that's where all the Longhorn players, Malou, Denkwani, Girgis, Ballbuck, most of the Sudanese players that play for Waverley, that's where we're from. Some guys are from a place called Derrimut, which is next to Deer Park.
Yep.
That's just a bit of history of where we live in Melbourne, and that's where he got his nickname from, Gorgeous.
So a lot of the Falcons players actually travel quite a long way to get to both these games and the juniors. So as we see another 3-pointer there from Nathan Guscott.
They travel a fair while, but if it's back-to-back games as they had a game yesterday, usually they'll sleep at the teammates' houses. Michael Hathaway, Lachlan Anthony, all them guys that are able to drive them to the games.
Of course, Waverley is very lucky to have them all because they're all excellent players.
Yeah.
Remo just goes in there, gets the field goal and draws a foul. Chance for a 3-point play. Foul was called on Daniel Kinkiller as he was looking for the block, but just didn't quite get there in time. The lead has cut down now as the score is 56-49 in favour of Tigers. It is still a decent lead, but a much smaller one than previously. As Remo capitalises on that 3-point play opportunity.
Good gets with the pass to DK. And so easy points. Easy finish by DK. Cross-court pass to Thomas. The back door cut by Josh. And the end one by Josh Tang.
Second 3-point play opportunity in 2 possessions consecutively. Not what Waverley needed at this point in time.
So this to take it out to a 9-point game again.
And it does.
And the Falcons have got it down to 5. So
Lockie finding his way to the basket, misses. Rebound by 25. Van Maribin. Angela's driving, going ahead, and it is cleaned by Lachlan Anthony.
Good defense there also by Hathaway, just got in the way. As Marlou checks back into the game. And he will substitute out Michael Hathaway.
And also Kappa will come back in the game for Daniel Kinkella. Great defense by the Falcons as they switched everything. The 3-pointer by Josh Tang misses. Rebounded by Jason Kappa. Lachlan Anthony will drive to Girgis. Girgis up top of the ball to Anthony. Anthony gets it inside to Kappa. Kappa back to Malou. Malou with a step back. Gives it to Kappa. Nathan Guscott driving, going all the way. Trying to use the glass, doesn't, comes off the rim softly. Rebounded by Remo to Josh Tang. Great defense by Girgis in the backcourt to Sam McDonald, who will reset the offense and is guarded by Lachlan Anthony. Picks up the dribble to Josh Tang. Thomas up top into the paint. Remo down low, kicks it out to Van. Van for the 3 misses.
Nice view by Remo, just looks like kick out.
Yep. Crossover by Malou, back out. And Falcons maintain possession.
Good hustle by Tom Chambers, just couldn't get there in the end.
They got 9 seconds. Malou isolated with the reverse layup, misses. Rebounded by Thomas Chambers. Josh Tang will bring it up successfully. And Sam McDonald running the play with Remo. Josh Tang for the long 2, misses. Jason Kappa with the defensive rebound. Crossover by Lachlan Anthony. It's just very fast paced right now. The hesitation, Girgis going up, and easy layup.
It's quite hungry, Girgis. He really called for that ball in the baseline. Obviously wanting that hunger, wanting to just make an impact on this game, which he has.
Great defense also by Girgis right there. Malou looking to force Remo over the screen as he does. The kick ahead, and it is tipped by Lachlan Anthony, and it is Tigers ball.
What's the rule these days on the defensive 3 seconds? Does that exist at this level?
Yeah. I don't really know. You know, it's just offensive 3 seconds that I'm mindful of.
Okay.
Yeah. So 34 up top to Josh Tang. In the paint is Van. Rebounded by 34 once again.
Some big jumps by Marlowe. Was very close to some big blocks there, but they just got the ball over his fingertips. And he just could not control it on that board there. As Tigers get possession back. Fast inbound pass.
34.
Sink by 34. And a very fast offensive play there.
Girgis driving to the basket. He's blocked, and he'll take 2 at the line.
Tigers coach not happy with that foul call. That's 5 fouls already on number 34 in the third quarter. A bit of confusion here. He's claiming it's only 4 fouls, but the bench says it's 5 fouls. And he'll be disqualified from this game.
So I think Tom is fouled out.
Coming back into the game is Tom Chambers. Not quite sure what happened there. Just basically, Tigers player and coaching staff thought there was only 3 or 4 fouls on number 34, but the bench was confirming it was 5 fouls.
That's been up on the board there.
Yeah, it's all been there. There's no room for excuse, and so he will sit out for the rest of this game. Some nice free throws too by Girgis.
Josh Tang for the pull-up.
Almost made the three-quarter buzzer beater, but just couldn't quite get there. Bounced off the back. We'll take a short break now. We'll be back soon, the fourth quarter.
Okay, as the Melbourne Tigers coach is continuing to argue about the numbers on the stats, there's a discrepancy there. It looks at this stage, though, it will hold. guys, if we ever get that question again, we'll say it goes by the sheet. You might have 4. Yeah, I know.
Welcome back to this fourth quarter. Scores 55-62 to the Tigers. That's a 7-point lead. Definitely room for a comeback. But obviously Tigers at the advantage at this point in time. That's a great inside pass to DK. Draws the foul. But it was on the rebound. It'll be a baseline inbound pass. Looking at these statistics from the third quarter, those assist numbers, Melbourne Tigers got double the assist numbers. That's 16 assists to the 8 of Waverley Falcons. But looking at block numbers, Falcons have got 9 blocks, 4 of which from Manuel Malu. As a foul is called against Melbourne Tigers, 2 free throw opportunities for Waverley Falcons. Foul's called on number 31, Sam McDonald. That's his second personal foul. Chance to skim this lead down to 5 points. Shooted by Dia. Made 0 from 2, but offensive rebound by Denkwani. Can't get it. Rebounds it again. Bit of a tussle there. Call for a jump ball between Denkwani and Remo, and that will go in the way of Melbourne Tigers. Good hustle, but just could not quite finish there. We would like to see Falcons get that offensive rebound put back in. They had a few opportunities to do so. They just couldn't quite find the bottom of the basket.
It's actually 34, not 35.
Yep. So they got the wrong number up on the scoreboard here at Waverley. So number 34 is fouled out, but they've got it as 35. That's why I didn't know. So that's just a confirmation of what happened earlier in the third quarter. And we're back to the game.
Again, Abe Kaplan makes a 3-pointer. A bit lucky with the roll-in, but nonetheless it goes in. Really sinking those 3 points today. Abe, that's his second 3-pointer.
DK was behind the back and he scores.
And he's third.
And he was a long way out on that 3.
He was. Double teamed on Remo. Leaves some space for Abe, but can't finish it. Reset. Shot clock coming down. Abe Kaplan, 3-point shooter, out on the 3-point line, but cannot finish that one. Rebound by Nathan Guscott as they're pushing the tempo here. It's a nice baseline drive there by Dia.
Back to within 6.
Oh. Foul's called on Michael Hatherley. He went for the steal. It's a bit hard to see there was so much contact there, but ref thought there was. He's called for the foul. And that's the first team foul for the Falcons in this fourth quarter as Anthony checks in for Hatherley.
Angela's up top with 6 seconds, drives and kicks to Remo. It's blocked by Malu, rebounded by Sutcliffe, and it's still Tigers' ball.
Not quite sure the shot clock reset there.
No, it didn't reset because it just went out of bounds. 23.
Yeah, you're right, mate.
Lachlan Anthony for the third personal foul.
It's baseline inbound ball for Melbourne Tigers taken by Tom Chambers. Finds Angela's against Marlou. Bit of a matchup. No, it wasn't Marlou, sorry.
Abe Kaplan using the screen. Attacks the basket. Goes up and under. But it's called for trouble.
Just a bit of full court pressure. Nothing that Waverley can't handle, obviously. DK calls for it in the post, but he decides to kick to Marlou on the wing. Marlou against Remo. A frequent challenge we've seen today. Gascott at the top, drives inside, kicks it out to Anthony. He shoots that outside too, can't finish it. But the rebounds, it was first touched by DK and finished off by Dia as Waverley resets. And the foul is called on number 14, that's Abe Kaplan. We've got Andrew Gaze in the building, just behind the Melbourne Tigers team.
Yeah, Andrew actually coached the Youth League last season, so I was surprised to see that he's not coaching them again this season.
Nice finish by Nathan Gascott.
Andrew stepped up his game, you know, go to the bigger level. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's coaching Champlain now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Taking a step in the right direction.
Also with him is the bigger man for the Melbourne Tigers, you know, the NBL, Chris Anstey.
Yeah. Chris Anstey actually coached me at high school for a bit. He's a really, really, really good guy.
For real?
For real.
What school was it?
Corf Grammar School.
Yeah,
So
I see him down at AMSAC, you know, for the ABA.
Yeah.
I mean, the APS competition.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is that the one?
That's the one.
All right.
Is it Chris or Kevin?
Chris Anstey, and there's John White, who's also assistant for Melbourne Tigers, and D-Mac, also coaching for Xavier, I think it is, or Wesley.
Wesley College.
Was it Wesley?
Yeah.
So we have a couple of NBL players in the house at the moment. NBA, I should say.
NBA, yeah.
NBA, because of course Andrew Gaze did come off the bench.
Was it the Spurs?
Yes.
Yeah, it's San Antonio Spurs, yeah.
But we have the
We got
LA Lakers legend Sadell Threat in the stands. Who's obviously come to watch his son.
Malou with the mid-range jumper. Why not? That was just easy.
2-point lead only to Melbourne Tigers. A massive comeback after a double-digit deficit.
So hopefully the Falcons can take a bit of inspiration from the champ women girls. Champ women who...
Good defense by the Falcons. Rebounded by Hatley. And he will just slow down the offense.
Sam Mack looking to check in again for Melbourne Tigers, and he does now.
And it just goes through the hands of Malou.
Timeout's called with 5 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. Big finish expected for this game. And we'll be right back to you after this.
Let's go, Falcons.
Adrian, put on the bin next to Adrian, underneath, right there. And the
So period 4, Falcons 2 points down with 5 minutes and 51 seconds to go on the clock.
They turn to their starting 5 original, whereas Melbourne Tigers have a few subs on. Obviously Abe Kaplan is playing a very good game scoring wise, so they're going to keep him on the floor. Falcons with some full court pressure, but it's handled easily by Angelas, who's just calling that play out. That was a nice draw up there by Tigers. Gets the foul. 2 free throws to the shooter, Abe Kaplan. Makes the first one. And makes second as well. That makes it a 4-point lead to the Melbourne Tigers.
Lockett driving base, goes up. Malou with the tries to get the putback, reverse layup. Then Kwani gets the putback though.
Some nice consecutive aggression there by some of the taller inside players, Waverley Falcons. Makes it a 2-point lead. They're really coming back from this.
Sam Mack to Abe Kaplan. Kaplan is denied by Nugget. 5 seconds. Driving all the way to Sam. Malou tries to block everything. So a shot clock violation as the Tigers turn it over. No basket. Remo will check in.
Substitution for Sam McDonald. And if Waverley can score on this possession, it will even out the game with a field goal. Gascott trying to draw the foul there, couldn't quite do it. Also with a fumble by DK, but it's possession of the Tigers. Remo again.
Inside. Rebounded by Malou. Gives it up to the guards. Kick ahead, then Kwani. Euro goes up and finishes.
It's an even game. Who would have thought back in the first, second quarter this would happen? But Waverley's come back, and it's 67-67. Anyone's game now at this point in time.
Great defense by Michael Hathley. Kaplan passes to Thomas. Thomas with the shot. Why not? Malou inside. Got it by Thomas. Malou posting up, putting up high.
Puts it in.
And so it's the scores are tied once again.
It's only 3 minutes 30 left here, and we need the winner.
Remo looking for that jumper, doesn't get it to Thomas. Bounce pass, turnover by Tigers. Steal, and it's stolen once again by Remo. Great defense. Goes up. Rebound, and it is stolen by number 20, Angeles, who's actually number 24, Remo.
And that's shots, guys.
And
it's 2 shots now in foul trouble. I thought Tigers bench were not happy with that. I thought there was some fouls involved there.
Timeout by the Falcons, as we are going to be back soon. Both teams are in foul trouble. It's 5 up. The scores are tied, fouls are tied also, and we'll be back shortly.
Well, let's go Falcons. Welcome back. Big game here, 69-69. Just over 3 minutes left. That was 5 fouls on the top scorer from Melbourne Tigers, Remo. And they are not happy about that, obviously. That's one key player missing for the Tigers. And we'll see if they can finish this game strongly in his absence.
So that's two players for the Falcons, for the Tigers that have fouled out. Again, this is something that coaches have to get their teams to adjust to, because they're definitely tightening up on their calls, the refs.
Lachlan Anthony makes one of 2 free throws, gives Falcons a 1-point lead with 3 minutes left.
Both teams in the bonus now, so no fouls from team that fouls least probably will come out on top.
So great defense by Malou. Sutcliffe shoots it, misses. Denkwani with the rebound. Gives it to Hatley. Nugget, he runs the lane hard, puts it up, misses. Rebounded by Van. Kaplan drives, going to the rack. And Angeles trying to cut the basket, but did not go all the way. He'll go through Thomas, jabbing right, going left, and he'll finish. Doesn't finish, but Malou hits it out of bounds, and it's still Tigers ball. So it's sideline, not base. Angeles with the ball. Using the pick over to Thomas. Thomas back to Kaplan. Kaplan for the 3. Rebounded by Hatley. Hatley in transition. The offensive foul is called on Michael Hatley. And that will be another consecutive turnover for the Falcons. And Tigers will maintain possession.
Michael's 4th foul.
Two minutes left, 1 point to Waverley. Epically close.
Into the post. Thomas is in the post. Misses. Nathan Gasca with the defensive rebound.
Strong rebound by Gasket.
We'll kick it to Denkwani. Denkwani looking for Malou.
And Falcons need to just slow it down at this point. They've got the look for a good shot. Yeah, look for a good shot. Don't look for an early one. Here we go.
Step back by Lucky.
Wouldn't call it a good shot, but in the end they do get possession back. Good hustle there by Zanquani to force that tip out by Daniel Sutcliffe. Baseline inbound pass. Stolen by Angeles in the fast break. He draws the foul and makes the layup. A big basket there for Melbourne Tigers as they go up by 1 point and possibly 2 points if the free throw sinks. That's 5 fouls on Michael Haverley. And the first player disqualified from the game from Waverley Falcons. Checking into the game is number 31 for Falcons, Diao. And Angeles makes that free throw, giving them a 2 point lead with just over 1 minute remaining in this game. A look to Marlou. He calls for some spacing. Shoots the 3-pointer. Can't make it, but it's rebounded by Jenkwani, who loses it.
The steal by Angeles. Angeles is over dribbling. Gets it out to Van. 2 point lead. And they got a foul.
did they have to foul there?
No, they should have left it alone at that point. They want to work down the shot clock, then come back, and they still had another 3-possession game yet.
Yeah, and this is not the player that you want to foul.
No.
Abe Kaplan, the shooter from Melbourne Tigers team at the line. And he misses that first free throw.
Well, that's given them a breather. So it's a 3-point game to tie. And again now, because they've left so much time, they've given Tigers at least one possession.
It makes one. It's 3-point lead to Melbourne Tigers. 1 possession left. Hopefully, maybe a little bit more. We'll be straight back here. Don't miss it for this final quarter.
So
action.
they need a quick. They really need a quick basket. Then get down the other end of the court, get the possession back, come back, and score again. So
more than anything, they want to push this into overtime if they can't get that win for Waverley Falcons. And Tigers obviously will do what they can just to prevent that.
coming up at 2:30, those of you who are online, hopefully you stay around. We have the state champ, and again, Waverley Falcons taking on the might of the Melbourne Tigers. Tigers having a bit of a lean trot over the last couple of years at this level. As they've gone on a rebuild phase, they've gone on a youth campaign and promoted a lot of their younger players up. Falcons, of course, double champions in the league in the last few years, looking to get their third.
Play resumes here. A turn to Marlowe. Kicks it out to Guscott. Open three. Can't get it. He airballs it. And it's out of bounds, Tigers ball. Not what the Falcons needed.
So it's a 24 seconds, so...
Timeout called by Melbourne Tigers, though. So again, a short break. That really was not good for Falcons. It was actually a good look. Overall, they're happy with the play, but that final shot just did not produce the results that they were after.
So we'll be back in a second.
Welcome back. Play is about to resume. Falcons obviously wanting that steal off the pass. If they can't, they will be forced to foul.
So the ball's advanced down to the throw-in line. They need Melbourne to attempt a shot, get a turnover, and expect if...
Fast foul there by Waverley. Obviously they're on the option left, and they're going to hope that Tom Chambers here will miss these free throws. Makes the first one. That's not good from Waverley Falcons.
No, always been a good foul shot shooter, Tom, right from under eights.
There's 2 from 2 there. Falcons ball.
And it's good to see his parents in the crowd still supporting him. So shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Chambers. Too much dribbling there.
Nathan Guscott off the backboard bank. Makes the 3-pointer. It's 2 points up. They have to foul again. They foul at Abe Kaplan. And that was Lachlan Anthony with the foul. 2 more free throws. Again, to a shooter of the Tigers team who couldn't make it last free throws but made them previously in this game. But obviously, for the Falcons to have any hope of returning, he'll need to miss at least one of these free throws.
Subs coming in for Falcons.
Lachlan Anthony has a rest. So I know he's fouled out. That's 2 players fouled out for Waverley Falcons. Abe Kaplan misses the first free throw.
So timeout to the Falcons.
It's a 3-point game, which is 73-76, and we'll be back after a short break.
So guys, what do you think Coach Eric Minerva is saying to his team at this point in time?
You know, from experience, basically, if there's less than 10 seconds left, just hold it till about 5 seconds, call for the screen, and then look for the shot. You know, basically, because it's a 3-point game, and they're going to look for the 3, obviously.
Well, it's a 3 to tie. 3 to tie, so they...
Yeah, like tie the game going to overtime.
Yeah. So,
you know...
I'd be wanting them to get at least 2 passes off before the shot goes up. With this, they've got 11 seconds with the once the ref hands the ball in.
Stolen by Abe. Waverley's ball. They've blocked the full court and a 3-point field goal in 2.2 seconds. What are they going to turn to here? Game's over. 3-point lead to Melbourne Tigers, 76-73. Unfortunate loss for the Falcons. They did come back, but they could not finish this overall. That's 3 close losses now for Waverley Falcons. Not the start of the season they were after. But hopefully they've got some things to build on and work on from here.
Okay, so perhaps, guys, you'd like to run through the stats?
Yeah, we'll run through the stats after a short break as we'll get them printed out.
Alright, so we'll get them to run through the stats. And again, remembering that you're going to be coming through, we have the Champ Men's games starting in about 20 or so minutes.